Okay, this is kind of a weird video, you know. I don't know if I will actually post this, but I mean, whatever. Well, I really still don't believe in manifestation, the traditional one at least, because it's impossible. But here's a kind of alternative method, which is kind of maybe like just a mental strategy to get what you want, I guess. But still, it's kind of manifestation if you think about it. That, has worked for me. Like, I'm no longer getting failing grades. I mean, uh, also for some like niche stuff, but whatever. So, the usual manifestation is, you align your chakras or whatever with just spiritual plane, and then the universe hears your wish and then aligns the timelines or, yeah, whatever. It's kind of bullshit. But, you know, I think, like, if you do tell yourself something like, I will be good, then you will be more likely to be good. Like those cassettes, like from the 90s, I am successful, that they play in the headphones on loop. I am successful. I am successful. That's kind of what modern manifesting is. Those motivational tapes from the 90s. They're kind of the same, like with manifestation. Although manifestation is obviously more spiritual, to, lure more oblivious people, I guess. Well, I guess I will upload this, like an episode of P Break. Why not? You know, well, yeah, why not? Well, I do think manifestation is a scam and spirituality. Well, not spirituality is a really broad word. I mean, like the mainstream spirituality, like chakras and whatnot. And like, yeah, and the astral plane. I think the astral plane is real as a metaphor, not as a real thing that actually exists. But yeah, the astral plane as a metaphor is a pretty decent thing. Also, Buddhism has some really good moral values instilled in it, even if you don't follow it, religiously. The spiritual side of Buddhism, it really has really great insights that, you can still follow. So, like, I mean, the Bible is essentially like a health and fitness book and an ethics book for the ancient civilizations. It tells you what to eat, what to exercise, how to treat people. Like, it's a good book. Like, if we discount, well, for that time, like, it's a really good health and exercise book. I mean, I can give it that. Well, I'm kind of joking, but it is an actually pretty good fitness book. Like, it is. And um, praying is also kind of like meditation. It helps you focus on things. It helps you feel more in the moment, feel more happy. If praying is like focusing on one thing and nothing else, and meditation is focusing on your breath, and praying is focusing on God or love. I mean, God is love, metaphorically too, but I mean literally in religion. So yeah, and yeah, let's get back to manifesting because I got kind of off topic. I mean, No, that's what this is for. I don't know what this episode of P Break is. I don't know if you'll see this. I mean, hopefully. I think this is the best episode so far. You know, all the others are kind of jokey. I should talk about that. This episode is all over the place, but why not? Like, I think self ironization is only good up until a certain point because, like, Rick and Morty has become, I mean, high IQ show alert, but uh, has become too meta for its own good. And being it recognizes that, at least it's trying to fix that. It knows that, but it tries to fix that with even more meta. You know, uh, you, you if you're just being meta about something like issues, you actually have to put in work to fix them. You can't actually just be, oh, our show is too meta. Well, then stop being meta. Like, what? And I get that that's part of the joke, but it's not funny. Like, it's sort of funny for like the first three times, but they've done it for like entire seasons at a time. And that's the same thing about self ironization. Like, and that's what P Break is. It's the self ironization of the podcast industry, I think. This episode is more like um, a podcast episode. And so, yeah, I cannot be self ironizing, this because I'm not actually adding anything of value by doing that, except maybe making the people, myself, most probably only laugh. Well, okay, let's get back to topic. Sorry for branching out so much, but manifesting, for example, well, here's for example, like I want you want to manifest somebody loving you, you want X person to be more in love with you. So when you manifest that, you subconsciously they receive subconscious signals of that, that you are trying to make a move on them, even if they don't understand it, they sort of get it, that you want to get a move on them. I mean, do you want to get in with them, or do you just like the idea of them? You know, if you do truly like them, then the manifestation will work because you will just ask them out. You know, that's manifestation upon yourself is just doing it. You know, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Like, you cannot manifest or like alter people's thoughts. Like, you can manifest probabilities, kind of. Well, like for example, if you write a dog shit essay for a college, you will not be able to manifest your acceptance into that college. What you can do is manifest a better essay. I do a better essay because manifesting upon yourself is doing it yet again. That's always true. Manifesting upon yourself is just doing it. And after that, you can manifest, the probability of the reader, the proofreader, the person who checks the thing actually liking it and accepting you. Because even if you write the one amazing essay, there's gonna be a person with rich kids, and who is rich? I mean, you get what I'm saying, I think. And you can reduce the probability of that happening with manifestation, kind of. Well, you get what I'm saying. I have a very conflicting view on manifestation because it has worked for me, which is really strange. But I mean, I'm mostly manifesting about myself. Like, I manifested that my teachers get more laid back, for example, and they did, which is good. But I don't know, it's kind of strange. Let's, can you have that's dualism, having two opposing views in the same time. So, that's kind of cool. But I don't think manifestation as a whole is true because those teachers, or lecturers, whatever, were able to change. And they didn't change because of me, they changed because of themselves. So, and, it could have not happened too. And I will, that's kind of selection bias because you only notice when manifestation works. You don't notice when it doesn't work. You're like, oh, okay, they're just, you know, too strong astral protection or whatever the term is. There's probably one, and they can't be ordered by manifestation. But also, manifestation, think about it constantly, which what it is what it is. Manifestation is think about something and then the universe hears you and then it makes it. You just notice it more because you're thinking about it. So, the teachers maybe didn't truly change. I just noticed tiny little changes. And yeah, I guess technically they didn't start being more laid back. They just started being mm, towards other students. Just stopped talking so much, I guess. And that yet again, ma- even in this case, manifestation upon other people, you still do the work. Like you still have to do actually something. And even manifestation itself is an action that you have to do. Like it is technically work. So there's nothing you can get without work. Yeah, with yourself, you can't just it just can't happen. Well, I guess it can happen randomly, but then you kind of wouldn't have wanted it because manifestation is really just wanting something, and then manifestation just says that whatever you want will happen if you follow X and Y steps, which is obviously false. That can't be true, and well, I'm kind of done with this topic, and this video is kind of chill like that. You know, I'm thinking about talking about other things. So, hmm, maybe I should talk more about, should I start a podcast out of this? Actually, I know that's pretentious, but let's, like, what the podcast be about? Hmm, well, yeah, I guess I'm not creative enough to keep having ideas for, weekly episodes, which sucks. This is fun. But I think like podcasters that don't really bring anything new to the table. They just self-pretentious and think too much of themselves. Like even me, self-analyzing that, I know that that is true. Just it's a hard fact to change. Even if you do know it, and if you don't, then it's impossible to change it. So yeah, well, because podcasters, think, oh, I have the most important takes about anything and everything. That's why I need to speak them so other people can hear it and hear my thoughts and bring themselves up to my level of understanding. Which, in the case of big podcasts, is true because, they're by mathematicians, philosophers, media industries, whatever. And they talk about stuff that, no ordinary person would know about it. So they're interesting to learn about. And, and they give you insights into fields that you're interested in, but you don't have the connections to research it while the podcasters do. So the big podcasts are actually, at a higher level than you, but they don't rub it into your face like the small ones do. Because the small ones are like, oh, haha, wow, how does no one know about this? And whatnot. But I think P Break is like the embodiment of all small podcasting that never gets past the second episode and fails to grow an audience because of its self referentiality and self pretentiousness. Even like still, but it is what it is. And I mean, that's cool, I guess, that it is a meta commentary within itself. Oh no, Rick and Morty again. But podcasting is a dumb genre to do. I mean, it is a dumb genre. I don't know. Maybe I can invite co hosts and talk about BS, you know, which would be just friends, but whatever. We all know that. All co hosts in small podcasts are friends. I mean, even in big ones, they're friends still. Like, at the very least, a little. I mean, otherwise, they wouldn't have accepted the invite. So, but here we are, close friends. And I mean, I don't know. I don't think anyone would be interested in listening to that without, only me and the whatever collab B I have would be interested in that. But isn't that a good purpose? What purpose is there if it's not, to be happy yourself? And I think YouTube is good for that because it allows you to, even if no other person enjoys your work, at least you enjoy your own work. So, yeah, I think that's kind of beautiful. Yeah, maybe unless you hate your own work. So, that would be weird though. Only big YouTube channels hate their work because they're like under contracts and they have to make an upload every week unless and if they don't, they lose millions of dollars. So like they lose their creative integrity, which sucks. You know, I think YouTube is a platform where you should preserve your creative integrity under all costs. But some people are on this platform for money, which is, capitalism, but oh, it is what it is. It is literally their job to post shit content, like, because it makes them millions. They're too big to fail. They're too big to be too big to fail. Like, they're humongous. Like, even if they get accused of, they get proven that they're pedophiles, they still get money and views. Like, Minilad, I think was his name, but whatever. And YouTube doesn't ban them off because it makes YouTube money, and they can't lose that big source of money ever. Uh, and it's technically not proven. Oh yeah, whatever. That's bullshit. Even if they admit it, it's technically not proven. So I don't know, but that's and the fact that such a website is bought by Google shows that there is no creative integrity in a capitalistic world. Anything you do is for money, even if you don't think it is. Like my videos contribute a very tiny amount to YouTube, but it's still like I maybe earn them 1 penny. So I'm kind of valuable. I'm worth 1 penny my channel. I mean, I didn't produce 1 penny, but I kept some people on the website for longer, which increased their analytics, which increased their investors, which is, I mean, yeah. And I probably, people see recommended videos off of my videos and so on. I mean, the first P break has 163 views, I think, or more probably, which is insane. I don't even remember what I talked about in any of them, especially the first one. Like, what did I talk about? Ooh, what did I talk about? Um, that kind of shows how shallow these are. Like, the topics I address are just things on my brain in any given time. Hmm. Maybe I shouldn't post them. I mean, they are there for a reason. This one too, if I decide to post it even. I think this one is for personal use, more so. Because, kind of rambling, barely putting two and two together. Oh, anyway, well, I think that's it. I ran out of ideas to talk about. That is smarty. Wow, it is what it is. I don't want to go either. This connection feels special for some reason. You, I mean, you probably don't feel it because you're not in the same headspace that I am, which is a very specific headspace. I only make these videos in a very specific headspace, and um, that gives them this vibe. Well, I guess I'll have to let you go. Dislike this video, like and comment I like big black oily men twerking to show that you watched to the end of this video. Bye, KG Gang. We'll see you next time. Yoo-hoo. Bye.